Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 999 Dead, and here we are with a brand new live stream. I want to thank all of you for being here today, part of Walking Dead Day. This is our first official stream from this channel. I know we announced it on the Walking Dead Junkies, and more people will find out about it. We'll post it on the Facebook page. So I just want to thank you for just being a part of all these streams. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. We're going to have different topics. So today we're talking about Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. This channel is not just going to be Fear Chat. It is going to be all things Walking Dead. So we will mix it up a little bit. You'll still see streams on the 999 Gaming channel, 999 Dead, and also some extended information that we will get to today on the 999 spoiler chat. So I do want to go ahead and let you guys know about that as well. That will be at 4 o'clock. That's going to be extended. We're sort of mixing it up a little bit to get people exactly what they want on each different channel. And I have to tell you, I have not been the biggest Fear the Walking Dead supporter. You definitely know that. I'm going to read your comments today. I got a couple more announcements I have to make in 1 second. I'm going to see a couple people as they're coming in the door. We see Carol, we see Mike, we see Arena Hunter, Ron Burgundy. My mods are in here, so we are good to go. We're getting this thing ramped up. One additional announcement. You cannot super chat on this channel as of yet. It's going to take a couple days. I know I got a lot of super chatters want to jump in there and get their questions highlighted and make donations to the channel. You'll still be able to do that on the 999 Gaming channel, so stay tuned. Just kind of hold on to your wallets a little bit. I know we do the Junkies. We have an 8 o'clock stream and also a reaction stream tonight, so super chats will be up for those. But in this stream on the 999 Dead channel for probably 3 or 4 days, and also on the 999 Spoiler channel, you'll have to wait on that. But I appreciate you being here and being involved regardless. So I see Scott here, and Scott's like, where can I super chat? Where can I super chat? Hold on, Scott, because I know you'll be at the Spoiler chat at 4, so you'll be back in line for your 8 o'clock stream tonight. So I want to talk about a few different things with today's show, and people kind of be jumping in and out. Number one, thank you for being a part of the 999 Army. We just hit 400 people on our Facebook page, which is a big deal for us because we haven't really promoted that a whole lot. I know on the gaming page we got a whole lot of subs over there, but we're starting to get the word out, and whether we talk about predictions, spoilers, hidden clues, all of those, we've got a really, really good family, and I want to thank everybody for being a part of that. So let's talk about the one thing that I'm most excited about, and I guess in talking about Fear, I've got to open up about the things that I didn't like about Fear, because I've tried multiple times to get into the show, and there were a couple episodes that just turned me off. And I know the one last season was about the dam, and after that one I was checked out a little bit until the season finale. But I do want to tell you that I've read several articles on Fear. They're changing the dynamic altogether. So one, you can see we've got a cowboy. I mean, is that cool? You got somebody walking around that has like a 6-shooter. This kind of reminded me a little bit of Preacher. And then you got Lenny James coming over. So Morgan with John Dory here. And you've got, who else we got? We got Althea, we got Naomi. And these characters, what it looks like that they're going to be badasses for a change. Instead of whimpering around and we lost this person and we go, I do have to go backwards a little bit. All the coincidences and everything. Now they're in Texas. So in Texas, what I read was they're going to more of a wide angle, and it's going to be filmed more like a Western. So it's even the camera angles are going to change. So let me address a couple comments here. I'll go back and forth. So Scott says, Kills, I heard it will not be in chronological order. Non-super chat statement. That's his disclaimer. So, Scott, I'm not sure about that. So let me say this. It looks as if, to me, that there are going to be 2 time skips. So I haven't got confirmation of that. So what I think will happen is that Fear is going to catch up to where Walking Dead is right now, and Walking Dead will probably move a little bit forward next season. So and that's not confirmed, but think about the value in doing that. Is it could get us beyond this whole Negan dilemma next season, and it could also get us sort of caught up so we don't really have to bog down in what they went through and how they toughened up and how they got to this point. I want to get to a point where there is 9 to 10 people that are going out there and they're just not pouting and whining and doing things. They're taking over the world or taking over their area. and they needed a little bit more character and I think a little bit of charisma. So Morgan's going to bring a little bit of that. So the first thing that I want to ask everybody here is, what are you most excited about with Fear the Walking Dead? Because I know you're here in this chat and you do want to talk about it. So what are you looking forward to in this coming up season? Because I've got a list of different checkpoints, and we're going to go over some of mine very shortly. Michelle Wolf says, I got to say, I love the beginning with Nick waking up from the nightmare because he was on hair. Michelle, I did like the beginning of it and the first few episodes, and I think what turned me off was just how convenient everything was. That is kind of what bothered me a little bit, and I know, they do have to get to a point, but it looked like it was good. They had my attention, and they kind of lost me at the end of season 1. I got back into it a little bit of season 2, but it seemed like when they got to the middle, it drug on quite a bit. So It's My Boat says, seeing how Fear characters have changed during the time skip. That I think is big. Nick finding his girlfriend, Luciana. So, and Nick looks like he could be out there a little bit, like a little wacky. You need some of that, right? Mercedes Velasquez says, Season 3 was amazing. I did like Season 3 up until the dam episode. That's the one, with the water, and it just it was so repetitive that sometimes one bad episode can sort of stick with you a little bit, and that's kind of the way it was with me. Ron Burgundy Moore says, Madison becoming very dark. She is. Madison is getting a little bit more twisted, and it looks like Althea actually has the the knife in her hand, and then what do you call it? I don't know what it is. It's almost like you put your hand in the knuckles and she's got a knife. So I like some of the weapons. That's the other thing. So everybody here is not only a Fear the Walking Dead fan, but a Walking Dead fan. So when you think of Rick, what weapon do you think of? This is easy. This is a no-brainer. So I'm leading. I'm getting everybody I'm setting you up for the big thing because I think this was an important part of it as well. Tommy becoming a Madison fan. There's going to be some quick follow-ups. So the Colt Python, absolutely. So when you think about Michonne, what do you think about? When you think about Daryl, what do you think about? So we'll go in succession, like 3 things in a row. So we know, the katana. It's a loaded question. Pun fully intended. So part of what has been missing on Fear is the weapon of choice. You need that, right? Because when you think of a superhero, you think of what they can do. And in The Walking Dead, one of the real subtle things that they've added there that we subconsciously sort of pick up on is their weapon. So Fear, you're going to get a little bit of that because now you've got Morgan coming back with his signature stick. And you also got John Dory with his 6-shooter. So he's got his gun. Then you've got Althea with, it's almost like brass knuckles and the knife. It looks like Alicia's got a butterfly knife. Amy's like, they need a signature move. So one of the things that we can do is Madison. Madison needs does Madison have a signature weapon, do you think? I know the spoon. Everybody's going to say Madison's going to be walking around with a spoon. But I did the punchline before anybody got a chance. So what's a good signature weapon for Madison, Nick, and Strand? Madison with a hammer? Okay, I'm on board there. So we give Madison like a mallet or a meat tenderizer. That would be good. Just bump it up a notch. A spork. I love it. A spork. Okay, how about Nick? And how about Strand? Fair enough. Oh, come on, Deja Vu. That's bad. Oh, bad, bad. Nick a syringe. Ooh. You guys crack me up. That probably would have been a super chat in a previous stream. But, yeah, that's good stuff. Oh, look at Ron. Tainted needles. It's my boat says Strand has his swag. So that is one thing to sort of think about, is how the weapons are really going to take into account how we respond to these characters. Because, you know, I would say John Dory's gun and his cap is going to be equivalent to Carl's cap and to Daryl's vest. You're going to always see him with his cowboy hat. And I'm looking forward to it, because it looks like these characters have some attitude, right? And you can't be... A little bit of toughness is what we need, without making them so tough that they take over everybody. So, follow-up question. How much of the... Do you think we're going to see a lot of this backstory, like, sort of sprinkled in? And I guess that a little bit of the question is, do you think the characters are just going to be there and we'll gradually get to their backstory, or they're just going to kind of pick them up in the first few episodes? And while you're answering that question, I do want to say that because this is a new channel, good turnout. I'm really impressed with the people from the other channels that are showing up. I know not everybody has gotten the message. The early stream is a little bit lighter, but by tonight, I think these fear streams and these dead streams should have a really, really good Walking Dead crowd. And I would like to ask you guys just to do one favor for me. Like these videos, and also if you get a chance, share the video. We want to bring more and more people into the forum just to keep the chat going. And that goes for people watching from other forums as well too. I know there's spoiler chats. I know there's Facebook chats out there. I know there's Spoiling Dead fans that are fans of our show. Not everybody's a fan of our show, but the one thing that I do want to say is we do a lot of abstract predictions. Yes, we do talk about some spoilers toward the end of the week, but one thing that I think in 999 Gaming, 999 Dead, and 999 Spoilers, if you're just watching for the first time and you're new to what it is that we do, the first 3 or 4 days of the week, we're really out there trying to analyze the show, the psychology of the show, the writing. So I just don't want to get it twisted and people think that, oh, all you're doing is just releasing spoilers and that's what it's about. That's not what it's about. We do talk about spoilers at the end of the week because with us it's just a chance to sort of confirm the you know, all the things that we guessed during the week. So just want to kind of throw that out there, and then I'm going to get back and read a couple comments that we have here. So my boat says, feeling one of the new characters will turn bad and betray the group. Ooh, that is a already. Well, let me throw that out to the group. Do you think there is some immediate deception? Now, you know Strand is always on the verge of deception anyway. How many people agree? Do you think that we're really going to get a chance to like these characters, or do you think that there's going to be a little bit of backstabbing right from the start? Edith Murphy, thank you so much. Appreciate you being a big fan, and I just want to say I'm a big fan of all of you because you guys really make these chats roll. Mike Rose says, always is that risk. I think it's a little too early. I really think that we need to sort of embrace them. Deborah Mooney says, don't know yet, a little too early to make that guess. Just a feeling, just a gut instinct. I think that was really the appeal of Walking Dead, is that you have to miss them. Let me kind of give you this analysis, because we talked a little bit in the Junkie stream a little bit earlier. The thing about Game of Thrones is that you can lose characters and maybe you're not as attached to them as fast. Walking Dead, when somebody's there 3 or 4 seasons and they die, it's a personal attachment. And part of the problem I don't have with Fear is when the characters died, I didn't really miss, like Travis. Chris I didn't care for. Travis, I thought he needed to make a stand and figure out what he was doing with his family. So, yeah, Travis maybe a little bit, but I wasn't sad when Travis was gone. And I think I need to be, as bad as it hurts when you lose somebody, I think that's always the real MO of the writers of Walking Dead. Make you like them until it hurts to lose them. Villar says, no one really trusts somebody from the beginning, always has to be a bad seed. I mean, Morgan looks like him and John Dory have some mutual respect. It's my boat, says nobody cared for. Yeah, Chris bothered me. Tobin McLeod, Travis was his favorite character. Yeah, I didn't feel that attachment to Travis. Michael McVeigh, depends on if they give us much backstory into the fear, time skip the season, but there would be some looking out for others a little bit more. Well, and I think that's true, because at least Luciana, Nick, Strand, Alicia, Madison, they're all going to, you figure if with any type of time skip, they've went through enough that there's trust there. So, Mr. Normus, phonograph records. Remember when Heath went missing from the bridge and Tara found the key card? That's true. That's from our earlier stream, though. But we did touch on that. Tegan, good morning, good morning. You know, we're starting to wake some people up. I think a couple people are coming in here and saying, what are we doing on the 999 Dead channel? I appreciate you guys being a part of all three of these Walking Dead channels. I don't know what it is, though. I would probably say Alicia might have been, yeah, she's probably the character that I can relate to the most, or that I gravitate toward the most. There is a toughness in Alicia and a consistency in Alicia. It's okay. Thanks, Ann Hodge. Appreciate you being in here. Love the Army, too. Mercedes, I agree. So Mercedes says she was the most developed character in Season 3. And I think that's why I was more interested in her story and the things that she brought. You know what, Emmy, I didn't want to go there. But yeah, Alicia's kind of my Rosita. I like the very tough, definitive female characters on the show. But, well, you know, I guess it's not just, even male. I think Abraham and Rosita, and on Fear, it's going to be John and Alicia. John and Alicia are going to be my Abraham and Rosita, because those were my two. Let me, well, Steph, I think that's a good point. Let me throw that out to the group. Actually, before we get to that, I don't know John Dory's character just yet, but do you think that he could have some comic relief? Let me kind of pose that to the group. Well, no, Brene, I'm not saying that he's going to be with Alicia, but he looks like that big Abraham type of protective dude that is no nonsense, will shoot you, and he's got a cool cowboy outfit. So you give him Abraham's character and you throw some humor in there, and I'm sold. That's going to be, you know what? I'm jumping on the John Dory a fanboy bandwagon already before the show even starts. I'm just going to say it right now. You guys can have your Morgan, you can have your Nick, you can have your Strand. But I'm going to say they spice it up. Mag says, want to smack Nick constantly. It would, wouldn't it? Ron's like, if he doesn't survive, and yeah, that's the thing. I do like that. Is John a combo of Rick and Daryl? Well, what about a combo of Rick, Daryl, and Abraham? There you go. You're not going to beat that. That is, it doesn't have to be Dolphin Smooth, but he could throw some Wild West jokes out there for you. The girl with the wicked knife with the two knives in her hand, I think that's Althea. And we haven't even gotten to those characters yet. I'm saying Alicia, okay, let me backtrack here. Could we have a changing of the guard as far as leadership? Some of the ladies coming in chat, it says that photo right there. Kale, you know what? I'm gonna give you credit for that one. Kale says that photo right there makes me want to watch Fear more. There you go. Hey, whatever gets you to watch Fear more. We will be talking about it all season long. Is he the new Daryl Dixon? But the death curse is that if I make him my favorite character, he's going to die. They're going to kill him. But that's going to be my my Comic-Con. It's going to be John. So if you guys want to find me at San Diego Comic-Con, just look for a dude wearing this cowboy hat. And I like it's a cool cowboy hat, and it's not one of those big 10-gallon cowboy hats, or one of those cowboy hats like the old dude. The ranch owner. Hey, I'm going to go back and brush up on a lot of Fear. Trust me. I watched the episodes. I glossed over it. My heart was not 100% the last couple seasons. So I'm going to go back and do a little bit of that Kills CSI. A little bit of that investigative research. Okay. I did kind of ask the question, and I jumped around a little bit, almost like it was a super chat. Is there the potential for a new leader? Madison is the de facto leader. But could Madison take a back seat and let Alicia lead the group? Could John lead the group? Could Nick? Could Morgan? Let's see what your thoughts are. That's the other thing, is I'm a little tired of Madison leading the group. You know what, this might be the best comment ever. Tobin McLeod says, I'm not a big fan of fear, but I am a big fan of the 999 channels. Tobin, you and I, we're gonna run in this thing together. We are gonna become big fans of fear this season. I just got this hunch they're gonna make the show really, really good this year. Chris Salisbury says Victor could be the new leader. Emmy says John and Morgan. Deja Vu, leader role will be interesting. Because Rick didn't always want to be the leader, but he was kind of forced into it, and then I think he started liking it. And he, his profession, being a cop. Villar says Madison is crazy, but I like her. Yeah, but crazy doesn't always make you a good leader. And what I do like is that at least the characters that they're highlighting are all pretty good characters. So this is the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the 9 that they promo, or they're going to build the show around on AMC, Alicia, Althea, John Dory, Luciana, Naomi, Madison, Victor, Nick, and Morgan. Those are your big 9 at this point. And what I like about them is they seem to have their own following. Like, there's some people that really like Madison. I don't dislike Madison. Back and forth, wavering, the way they wrote her character, wasn't a big fan. And this is why I think it's going to be, there you go. Well, Lonnie said, Madison is robot-like. You could not have said it any better. And the way she talked and the way she acted annoyed the hell out of me. Now, if you're a Madison fan, I'm not trying to piss you off. You have the right to like Madison. But that's the part that I didn't like. That and the coincidence. But the way they wrote the teaser, my reaction to that was, wow. Because first of all, you got Morgan, and Morgan's doing his... Morgan, I think, is Forrest Gumping from Virginia to Texas. He's running. If he runs all the way, woo, that's a long run, Morgan. They're going to be in season 13 on Walking Dead by the time you get to Texas. But the dialogue that happened there, where Morgan says, I've been running, I lost my family, and when I lose someone, he turns. Like, he's like, Morgan is a combination of Forrest Gump and the Incredible Hulk. Because he can run forever, but then when he loses somebody, he goes crazy. So you're going to see Morgan, but now he knows he has that temper. And if he can control it, then that's a powerful thing. So that part, I think, with Morgan getting there and him being a part of that teaser sets the stage for the other characters to change. Because then, what does Madison say? She says, I'm tired of running. Now it's like, whoa, hold on. It's not about protecting my family and finding Nick and doing this and doing that. And I'm from Madison, from Alabama, and I'm going to go to Mexico and then California, and then it's coincidental. Now we all meet again. No, not anymore. I'm Madison, and I'm going to kill you if you get in my way. She would have killed you before, but there's a whole lot of other stuff that went along with it that I didn't need. Now, they're to the point in the promo. Please write the show in the direction that you did the teaser. If you do that, I will listen, Scott, AMC people, Talking Dead people, I will watch your show. I'll broadcast about your show. We'll build it. We'll build entire communities around it. We'll stay up late and give our reactions. We'll cry when your characters die. We'll get mad. We'll do all of those things. But if you're truly starting over and getting rid of some of the stuff that didn't work, I'm right there with you. And then they show Alicia, not just with the knife. They show her flipping the knife around, right? And then the other person sort of walking down. Althea with those knives. I mean, that stuck in my mind. Their weapons really stuck out. Cowboy with a Clint Eastwood hat. Naomi. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Natanya from Oceanside, but it's too early to judge. And then Luciana looks good. she's not sick anymore. She's sort of, I think, building her own tough identity. I'm down. I'm down with all the character integration. Yeah, and I do like Strand. It's my boat says Strand's outfit. I like those. Strand, okay, group, true or false? If you're in the chat, please answer along if you're watching. Does Strand not look like a vampire hunter now? Strand is like a combination of the Preacher and Wesley Snipes. Those two. That's the character. You know, it was Wesley Snipes who was doing all the vampire hunting, right? One of those movies. When I saw that, I was like, Strand has got some cool armor. And then you see Morgan running, and Morgan's got on that, he's got that helmet from Glenn's helmet, the tactical, helmet. So Morgan's walking around in that. Blade, there you go, Blade. Strand is like Blade and Preacher mixed together. Jesse and Blade. And Morgan with a helmet, and he can control it. I just want to see this group do some bad things to walkers for like a whole season before too much drama happens. You know what? I'm okay. I'm okay if they write it out like Avengers. Maybe it's like the new Avengers, and I'm going to be good with that. You got to build them up before you can tear them down. Riot gear. That's what it's called. Riot gear. See, this is why I love you guys. You know exactly what I'm talking about when I mention those things. And I think that's a big difference between The Walking Dead. We love our Walking Dead history because it was written so well. Like, we didn't like it maybe when Dale died or Shane or Glenn, but that's our Walking Dead history. Fear the Walking Dead, other than 3 or 4 episodes, I'm okay with the history being gone. I don't need the history of it. I just don't like the history. I need you to be good for now. Let's see, a couple more. I don't know a lot about the characters yet. I mean, I know their names. Naomi, Althea, John Dory. But how their characters, the cool thing about them sort of advancing forward, maybe we won't use the word time skip, but advancing the show forward a little bit, we're already attached to Morgan. And Morgan has been one of those with me that has not always been on my great list, but he's on my good list right now. So as the crossover happens, I do have a question for the group. Because we need to go back to The Walking Dead. What makes Morgan leave? Could something happen to Henry? Or Ezekiel? Or Carol? Or is it after Carl that he's got to go? I know there's predictions out there, but if you had to step up, Rick not killing Negan, refused to kill Jared, says Tobin. Mambo55 says Henry. All right, because I got a feeling some of you that are saying Rick not killing Negan are big comic book fans, and you think that Morgan is getting Michonne's time skip. True or false? You are putting Morgan in Michonne's time skip role where Michonne leaves to become a pirate. Michonne leaves because Rick doesn't kill Negan. Morgan leaves because Rick doesn't kill Negan. Absolutely, yeah. And I do think that, I think that would be really good writing. As bad as some of the writing has been, I do think that would, because what was it? Maybe back in, I don't remember what it was, but the videos that we did about a year ago, we were talking about this season, and we always out of season in like April, May, and June, we do our season 8 predictions, season whatever the season may be. And we predicted that Rosita could take the time skip, Tara could take the time skip, Carol could take the time skip. None of us, well, maybe somebody did. Nobody that I remember predicted that Morgan would do it. Hell, at one point, I even predicted Carl would either die or Carl would be the one to get the time skip. And sadly, he died. But I thought there were ways that they would write that into the show. But I never thought it would be Morgan. Exactly. Scott, we did. I think in most of the streams, most of the predictions, we did say that Morgan's going to be one of the ones to go. And as our diehard comic fans love to predict, Morgan needed to go to Fear because his story's been over a long time. If you're a diehard comic fan, you know, right? Morgan died before they even met Negan in the comic book. Michonne finished him off because he was bitten. And that's why I have so much fear. I love that. I have so much fear for Tara, and I'm not a Tara fan, but they don't have a story for her, right? They don't have a story for Tara. They didn't have a story for Morgan. But Morgan, they just moved him over to a new show. Well, Tara, what are you going to do? Sasha, I mean, she got a job elsewhere, so Sasha had to go. Same with Carol. And that's exactly right, because Carol committed suicide at the prison. Carol's character is totally different. So what do you do with Carol? I guess that's going to be the question that pops up. Ooh, Crystal. Crystal's like, I'm a big fan of Tara, and I want Carol to die. Oh, that's tough. Well, we did touch on this a little bit this morning. And this is why I asked the question on the Walking Dead Junkie stream. If you haven't watched it, get over there and watch it, hopefully sometime as well. But I asked, do you think there will be more or less than 10 deaths in the last 4 episodes of the season? And I think there's going to be a lot. Because of the lack of story and the direction the story needs to go. They're not going to be picking strawberries with Negan. Even if he keeps Negan alive, Negan's getting locked up. And that's going to make a lot of people unhappy. But I do like the fact that... So, and we'll talk about this on another Walking Dead stream that isn't just fear, but we do like to get into all topics, just so you know. To keep the show interesting and exciting, you're going to have storylines for all these people. Tara doesn't have a huge storyline. Unless she wants to help Dwight and Daryl go look for Sherry. Okay, maybe. You give her that. But other than that, I don't really know what else she can do. Sadiq definitely has a story, because Sadiq is the doctor, and he's going to be out there trying to make up for... He's going to honor Carl. So Sadiq does. Maggie, leader of Hilltop, got the baby. Michonne and Rick. Michonne going to need to keep an eye on Rick. Rick is going to need that emotional support. Jerry or Ezekiel, one of those two got to go. I don't see both of them being long-term. So there's a lot of stories, I think, that Carol's another one of those. Got to find something for Carol. You know, could Carol lead the kingdom? Could Carol lead the saviors? If Dwight doesn't lead the saviors, if Dwight is, you know, could Carol be responsible for that restoration? Could Ezekiel lead the saviors? Not something we discuss on a regular basis, but maybe. Ezekiel lost a lot of his people. If they rebuild, maybe that's an opportunity for them to, you know, move away from Negan and get into a different type of leadership. But I do feel like with Morgan being over there, how ironic is this? Fear the Walking Dead wants to be its own show, and by crossing a character over from the other show might give them a better identity. That it actually does become its own show, even though there is a connection now. Because a lot of you were in the live streams when we talked about Fear. It was a lot of, I can't believe that just happened. I can't believe that just happened. It was over and over again. Wait, how did they go from California to Mexico? And then, I don't even know where they were at last, maybe Arizona. But California, Mexico to Arizona, that's some big areas. And they just kept meeting up. So that was most of what we talked about. And now it seems like we're going to be able to talk about the story and the weapons. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about the weapons. Did you see Morgan with that stick? It's a good point. Kel says Carol isn't a leader. She follows her own path. But in order to change, in order to end this war, some people are going to have to take on new roles. Or where are we going to fit Carol in? All right, I am going to open it up to all of you. This is almost like free super chat time. Predictions. Give me some of your bold predictions for this season of Fear the Walking Dead. We ask what you're looking forward to, and I know, hey, anything can happen at this point. That's what's kind of exciting, right? It's almost like a Secret Santa. So I want to, hey, what are you going to get me? What are we going to see in Fear the Walking Dead? We know we're in Texas. They're going to make some roots in Texas. They're going to keep moving. Is Morgan going to tell them about the other group and sort of try to get them to meet up at some point? Ron Burgundy says the Whispers make their first appearance. Mambo says snow. Yeah, snow in that environment might be a little rough. Kel is making her bold prediction, says, here's a prediction, I will watch it because of Morgan and John. There you go. They know that too, right? Scott Gimple's no dummy. Ooh, I like this. It's My Boat says, by the end of the season, there'll be hint of another crossover. I like that prediction. That's a bold prediction. Maggie says they'll move closer to the East Coast. Crystal, Nick needs to grow up. Oh, Crystal, they are not going back to California. Please, no. Thanks so much, Tobin. We will see you. Before you guys roll out of the stream, I do want to make one more announcement while we're getting those predictions. At 4 o'clock, we will have an extended spoiler on the 999 Spoilers channel. So today we got 3 different channels that we are running information on. 999 Gaming was this morning with the Junkies. Of course, you're all here for the 999 Dead stream. And at 4 o'clock only on the 999 Spoiler channel. Most of you are already subscribed over there. Hopefully, if you're not, subscribe to that as well. I'll put a link in this video. It's going to be extended spoilers, so we are going to talk about tonight's episode. If you don't want to get into spoilers, don't watch it. That channel, I'll put a clear warning up, so anybody that joins in, they know exactly what we're coming in, exactly what we're talking about. We do have a little bit of additional information I promised that we would talk about tonight with some of the opening minutes and some of the things that are going to go down. So that will be on the 999 Spoilers channel. If you don't know how to find that, go to the main page on 999 Gaming, and you'll see a whole list of channels. We do sports, we do gameplay, but the big three during Walking Dead season is going to be 999 Gaming, 999 Spoilers, and 999 Dead. You're going to see just a variety of topics on all three of those. So we are almost 50 minutes into this episode. It's a crazy, crazy fast stream. I want to thank everybody here. I want to thank you for your participation in Fear the Walking Dead chat. We are going to add some Walking Dead chat here as well, so just keep a close eye for every channel. It is going to be an action-packed Walking Dead day, and I will see you all hopefully at 4 o'clock, an hour and 15 minutes on the 999 Spoiler channel. Be ready to talk detailed spoilers. Thanks so much. Slap the like button, and if you guys can real quickly give me a quick 999 in chat, because I want to thank everybody for being a part of this channel and everything that you do, and also the 999 Walking Dead Army. So here we go. Thank you so much, Mambo55. The Hippo's in the house. Appreciate you being there. Lisa Rawls, thank you so much. Carol Brothers Payette, Valar, thank you. You know what? With one of Petey's bombs, Deborah Mooney, Ron Burgundy, Tegan, thanks for being here. Rubelo's channel, Sandra Reffett. As long as this channel's new, my shout-outs, I'll be able to get those done a little bit quicker, because sometimes it's a challenge on the gaming channel. Also to my moderators, Bree, Emmy, Steph, Tommy, Kel, thank you so much. Bumblebee Brown, I'm going to try to hit everybody today. Debbie Martin, thank you so much. Who else we got here? Michelle M., I see you in the house. Mercedes Velasquez, thank you so much, Mercedes. Triana Walker, thank you so much, Triana. And if you guys didn't catch my slip earlier, Mr. Normus will only be known as Mr. Normus from now on. I can't make that mistake twice. Edith Murphy, thank you so much. Crystal Gilliam, thank you. Crystal, I would have thought you'd be a Father G fan for Seth Gilliam instead of a Tara fan. Just saying. Thank you so much, Tommy. Appreciate you being here. Moderators also, you guys, shout out for all the moderators. They do an excellent job. Yeah, you know, people should go back and just watch the Junkie stream just for that epic slip at the end. I can't believe I fell for that. I mean, I guess I could just call him Dixie. And if you didn't see it, then you know. All right, if I missed you in a shout-out, once this video goes live, get over, leave your comments, make sure you share this video. Tell everybody that we're going to be rocking Walking Dead streams on 3 different channels, 999 Gaming, 999 Dead, and 999 Spoilers. Thank you so much, Mike Rowe. I will see you in the next stream. I almost missed a shout-out. I'm always going to miss one or two. But you guys can also send me a kick message at KILZHOT. I am pretty hyped. I'm excited about talking about Fear the Walking Dead. I know I don't always show that emotion. Ashley Estrada, thank you so much. Gina Crockett, appreciate you being here. Deborah Mooney as well. I think I got almost everybody covered. All right. If I missed you, I missed you. I will catch you at 4 o'clock. Make sure to check out 999 Spoilers. Peace, everybody.